So my name is Joanne Momani, a florist based in Nairobi. I have a flower shop called Joe's Florist Studio. I deal with gifting. I sell flower bouquets, floral arrangements, be it church arrangements, funeral arrangements, event decor. I do money bouquets, I do gifting. Yeah, everything around gifting and flowers and all the milestones that people celebrate, I deal with that. In general, I've always been, let me say, a romantic of some sort, or I just love seeing people happy. Yeah. So yeah, I was intrigued by gifting. I love the art of gifting. I'm a very good gifter myself. So sometime last year, not last year actually, like last year but one, I was still in uni. Me and my friends, I gave this idea to a friend and we made a couple of videos. We came to City Market, we bought flowers and wine and chocolate. We took a couple of videos, we did some things about gifting, but we never went through with the business. We posted like one video and then it was done. We just went about our days. So last year, as I was just at home, lecturers were having a strike at the time. So we weren't doing much of schoolwork. And Valentine's Day was coming up. I was seeing posts, Valentine's Day is coming up. At the time, I was very active on Twitter. So I just posted the videos that I had taken the previous year. I posted them and I was like, you know what, guys, since we engage here a lot, I have some packages for Valentine's that I would like you guys to promote me. And since I was active on Twitter at the time, it was pushed, guys, support her. And it was overwhelming. I was like, oh, this is an actual business.
In Nairobi's vibrant gifting scene, one name stands out: Joe the Florist. From fresh flowers to money bouquets, Joanne's creativity has built a brand that speaks to love, celebration, and hustle. But behind the petals is a powerful partner, Safaricom Business.
At the time, I didn't know the ins and outs. I don't know. I didn't know much about this business. So I came, one thing led to another. I found someone showed me all the places you can get flowers, flower supplies, the ones that were working at the time. At the time, I didn't have many ideas. I was doing just basic bouquets, done. So that Valentine's, it was quite challenging, but nika manage. At the time, my only focus was on Twitter because that's where my clients were at the time. So after Valentine's, I decided, I found a friend, we discussed. She wasn't my friend at the time, but we met that day. And as they were talking, they were doing that business on a daily basis. I was like, you know what? I could do this on a daily basis. So that's when I did the Instagram. I opened Instagram. I opened TikTok. I started posting. But Twitter was the major social media handle where I was selling my products. I used to make bouquets and post them on there. So when people see bouquets, they're like, how much is this? I quote the price and they order. So basically they shoot a message and they like, do you have these roses? I'm saying, yeah, you have the roses, the pricing, they make the order. We offer the option of having a message to accompany the bouquet, that's complimentary. And then they give the location or the number of the recipient and then it was sent. And that's how it started. Now, as I was doing the business, I saw that I was doing the same thing as the people that were already in the market. That's when I decided, you know what, let me do a bit of research about this business. So I did, and at the time money bouquets weren't big. So I researched on different ways to make money bouquets, and there's this one that hadn't been done in the country. My first video to blow up, where the cash is folded in star. So I posted that, and then it got so much traction on TikTok, and that's how now it became as if I'm more into money bouquets, because as they posted, people now started embracing the money bouquet art. Yeah, and that's how we are here now, such that money bouquets are literally something mainstream.
Joanne's phone is a florist's diary, capturing blooms, posting reels, chatting with clients. With Safaricom Business Internet, Joanne's creativity never buffers and her hustle never sleeps.
So Safaricom Business is a platform that has helped in digital marketing, bundles, minutes. I use a lot of minutes when maybe, having to make calls to suppliers, to everyone, to customers, to the recipient. Sometimes you have to let the recipient know that there's a delivery on the way. Communication, basically, Safaricom Business has really been a great partner in making this a success. Sometimes I might be at an event and I need to, control things at the shop where the two are working on things and I'm not around. So Safaricom Business has really helped, yeah. Okay, yeah, of course, I wouldn't say that I completely came up with the idea originally. Yeah, we looked at Pinterest. You see, other countries have done these things before us. So, yeah. So there are tutorials online on how you can wrap the money. But some others you have to just come up with it, because they don't really post the tutorial. They just post the finished products. So you have to figure out how you can come up with, something. Yeah. So it's a lot of DIY, a lot of creativity that goes into making the bouquets. I withdrew my money and said I'm going to make this first bouquet. It was a star bouquet. And when I did not take down the money and deposit the money back. I told the person we were working in at the time, I just said to them that I'm going to pack this bouquet. And I know by tomorrow I'm going to have someone wanting the bouquet. And for real, I didn't have to take it down. The next day someone came and said, I want this bouquet. And it was my first sale. And from there it's been a ride. It's been a good journey. Gifting means a lot to me. I think it's one of my top love languages. Like, it communicates love in ways that words cannot do. Gifting means that this person really thought of you. You were in their mind at the time. Whatever is happening is special to you as well. And you want to show them that I appreciate you, I love you, happy birthday, all those things. The energy that someone gives off when they receive love or they're being gifted is usually very warm. So when I got into the business and then my first order went to someone and they were so happy, they even called to give their feedback, I was like, I felt really nice. So I was like, you know what, I could do this. I could actually do this for a living.
Joanne's flower shop is more than petals and paper. It's a digital studio. Safaricom Business tools help her manage orders, schedule deliveries, and stay one step ahead of Nairobi's fast-paced gifting scene.
Normally we use our riders. We have riders. They're the ones who, because we can't be, let's say in a day we have 10 deliveries, you can't be at all 10 places at once. And also you leaving your place of work to go deliver is a bit hectic. So mostly the riders sort us out. But where there's a special request where the client says, I want you to personally deliver it and maybe record, we usually offer that, but of course at a fee, because you see that is eating into your business day per se. But yeah, and it usually feels nice when a client, you're delivering someone's gift to the recipient and they didn't expect it and they're being all emotional. It feels nice. Most of the time you find that clients get their inspiration from the internet, Pinterest or Instagram, and they send it to you. They be like, I want you to make this kind of thing for me. And Safaricom Business has really helped with that, because when sometimes the design is complicated, we go search it, and we search for tutorials on how to make what the client wants so that we can deliver, the best thing to the client. Because one of the best feeling is client getting what they ordered. Yes. Challenges ni mingi. First of all, there's the one that is usually the most heartbreaking, or can I say the most heartbreaking thing about the business being online is the pay on delivery or pay after delivery or pay before delivery. The whole saga behind that, because sometimes the client is not trusting enough to send you the cash for you to be able to make the bouquet for them. And when you deliver, they also, because it's the rider going, if not, the rider doesn't know your arrangement with the client. So once the rider leaves, the client maybe now refuses to pay. There's a lot of things about online work. You've seen scammers. They've made it hard for us legit business owners to go about our business. That is one of the main challenges. The other thing is flowers are seasonal. Flowers are very seasonal. Like right now, the flower market is not as good as, say, during the beginning of the year. So sometimes you find a client wants red roses and there are no red roses. The flower industry in Kenya is mostly for export. They mostly export their flowers. Even you, if you are a farmer, you would choose where the chums is, utachagua penye pesa iko, and export has a lot of money. So you find that the local market is given very little flowers, and the business has expanded over time. Maybe last year hizo flowers zenye zinapeanwa sahi zingetutosha wenye tulikuwa kwa industry, but come this year watu wamekuwa wengi, demand imekuwa more than the supply. So you find the client anataka 200 roses, you can't, and only red, and that day hakuna red roses. Sometimes you see pink roses zinakuja zikiwa na a very nice, especially pink and purple roses, they have that tendency where one time they come with a nice shade of pink or purple, the next time it's just semi imeparara. So ukipelekea client anaanza kuambia si fresh. Well, that's not the case. It's just that everyone ndio zimekuja leo zikikaa, and because wanna prioritize actually the good flowers to export. So another challenge is with money bouquets. You've advertised your bouquet with new notes, crisp, it's looking nice. And then now the client orders the same thing. And you go, that day you wake up, you go to all banks, and they don't have new notes. You find that other clients don't mind, but others will be like, you've used old notes. Another thing is the fact that, as I was saying, especially with money bouquets, someone wants 50K money bouquet, it's hard to trust me with 50K. They'll be like, oh, you're just an online business, but it helps that we have a physical location, so they can come, make an order, and, we can deliver. But then when it's an order from abroad, you find that there's no one they can send to verify the shop. But we thank God that on our online platforms, you're trying to post an engagement with clients so that they can know that, these are real people, they've worked with real people, and they can deliver.
Joanne's bouquets may speak the language of love, but behind the scenes, it's Safaricom Business that keeps the rhythm flowing. From instant M-Pesa payments to smooth customer checkouts.
Safaricom Business has really helped when making payments. So I have a pay bill where most clients make payments to. I also have a till. So the platform has really helped, especially with the till where you can see the statements, how you're doing quarterly. You can actually gauge your business, how it's going on. And it secures your payments. It's not like send money where a client can reverse their transaction. This one, once you've made your transaction, the only way if there's a mistake is I can send it back. So it's been really reliable. and it's prompt. There are no delays, so it really helps. My business is actually entirely online, so yeah, the internet is the one that is keeping me in Nairobi, because when I post my stuff, that's where clients get inspiration to make an order. Maybe when I post a graduation bouquet, I post a birthday bouquet. Someone who's searching on TikTok examples of birthday bouquets, my page comes up and they make an order. Yeah. I recently did the largest money bouquet of 500K. It made rounds on the internet. I did it for like an online couple. They're online personalities, and it really boosted my business visibility wise and trust wise. I can say after that post, most clients can trust me, because if I handled such an amount, of course I can do something for them. Yeah, it really boosted my online presence. And yeah, I thank the couple for approaching me and trusting me to do the bouquet for them.
Joanne started with a single bouquet and a big dream. Today, her flowers travel across the country thanks to Safaricom Business technology, which helps small businesses like hers grow without limits.
In the next 5 years, I'll really like this business to have grown such that I can have maybe, departments. I can have an accounting department, because now it has scaled to a level that we cannot handle it, just the three of us. I'd really like to create employment for more people. That is something that is close to my heart, because if God has blessed you in one way, I love sharing, what God has blessed me with. So I'd like it to have grown such that I have more employees, I have more coverage, I have maybe my own delivery, team. I'm doing bigger bouquets, or maybe let's say I'm doing hotels, say we have a hotel where we change flowers weekly from their 16th floor to like first floor. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Joe's Florist in 5 years, where there's a humongous website running 24/7, scheduled deliveries. Like not this one's the daily basis. We'd like to be, someone can make an order for a whole annual deliveries. Yeah, that's why I see Joe's Florist. I'm doing maybe presidential flowers, presidential decor. I would really like that. As a young entrepreneur, I'll tell other young people to not limit their horizons. Maybe let's say your dream is greater than what you're capable of now. Don't be afraid to start small, because that doesn't mean that the big dream that you had is switched off. You have to take steps towards your big dream. So whatever little you have at the moment, do research and start something small. It can work its way up to the big thing that you're dreaming of. Just start. Do not be afraid to start. Start all over again until something sticks. Happy birthday, KTN, from Joe's Florist Studio. We're wishing you a very happy anniversary on your 35th year. We wish you many more years in the industry, and we can't wait to celebrate with you guys again. We want to send you 100,000 money bouquet for your 100th year.